This week in episode number 45, we're going to express our gratitude by showing you some things that we've never shown before, and I don't know what else we did. It's episode number 45, and it's Black Friday, and I'm excited. So yesterday was Thanksgiving, so in the spirit of gratitude and Thanksgiving and reflection, I want to say it's been an awesome 2 years that I Love Real Estate Stories. I've been extremely blessed to be able to work with my older brother, my younger brother in the wholesale company, and also to get the love from all of you guys, the comments, the emails that you guys give us supporting us, saying that you love what we're doing here. We absolutely appreciate that. It absolutely is the fuel that keeps us going. All in all, it's been a great year. But so much crazy, awesome, amazing stuff happens to us that we can't share every week. So we've dug through the archives, and we're going to share some of it with you guys right now. Hope you enjoy it.
We have some sick stories. A SWAT team in front of the house. I'm negotiating with the seller. I'm literally negotiating with the seller. I went through his house, walked through his house. There's a couple of tenants in there. We're walking on the front porch. I'm negotiating with them about price. As I'm looking at them, I'm looking past them, and I'm seeing the SWAT team fast walking up to the house. SWAT team and U.S. Marshals with the full deal. They walked right up to us, and the guy goes, "Are these people in the house?" And I'm like, "I think he is." I'm like, "We'll continue this conversation later." And I bolted. So they got to their cars too, and the SWAT team busted into the house. Like right then, we're on the front porch. So I'm like, I don't know if they were going to pull guns. The people on the inside were going to start shooting back out at us or something. So I'm like, I'm out of here. But good part of that story was, I actually bought the house, but that negotiation resumed the next day on the telephone. And I tell you, the price was much, much lower. Nothing like having the SWAT team bust into your tenant's house to really increase the motivation level. So
yeah, when we first got started, we wanted to do I Love Real Estate Stories. We didn't know what we didn't know, and we just kind of started by failing forward. And in fact, the first 2 episodes I think we shot of From the Trenches, you guys never got to see those. You're not going to show those, are you, Jason?
The Ask Andy Show, experimental episode 1. Hey, check out my whiteboard. I want to buy this house. I want to buy this house. I want to buy them all. What else do we need to have in these videos? You want to see what I'm reading? I'm going to pull it out and show you. Like, what did I learn from this? You want to talk about Junior Noboa? We'll talk about Junior Noboa, right? We had a moment together. I don't really remember that moment. Probably not. I would love to talk to him about it, though. Baseball, signed by Junior Noboa.
And I was just so excited to have a professional player sign a ball. So I went down there with this crowd of people. We're all handing these balls to him, right? So he grabs my ball, signs his name. I looked at the name. I couldn't read it. And the first thing that comes to my mind is, I don't want to go forever looking at this ball and not knowing who it was. So in my innocence of my youth, I said to him, "Hey, who are you?" And I still remember the look on his face. This professional baseball player, got this kind of cocky around. He goes, "Junior Noboa." Another interesting story that we never got to tell was the cat house. So I bought a house that was kind of a hoarder house, and I let the people live there. They were in foreclosure, and I didn't really care what happened to it. And I got a call from the animal control. And they said, "Hey, we just need to let you know, because you're the owner of the house, we've pulled out a bunch of animals." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I appreciate that." And they said, No, you don't understand. We pulled out 56 cats, and not all of them were alive. The smell in that house. I've never had a smell be that pervasive in a house. Like, it was like a punch in the face. I persevered, stayed there, got the contract signed, but when I actually left the house 5 minutes later, my clothes stunk so bad. Here, 2 guys in a truck driving home in the wintertime, just shirts off, because the smell was that bad. My little brother did his first flip this year, and when you buy houses, sometimes people leave stuff behind, and this was probably one of the weirdest things that somebody's ever left behind. It was like this statue, and it was like a dragon and like a wizard, and
many a game of Dungeons and Dragons has been played here. I sense it.
So Matt brought it to the office just as kind of a joke, and then every time they'd do a deal, they'd slap the counter, and it would go like that.
What is this thing? What is that?
Wizards and Dreams Part 2. The legend lives on.
We got to do some cool stuff with my team this year. Whenever we hit team goals, we would go do something. So you guys might remember we went to Lagoon and rode the Cannibal. That was cool. The Smurf. My kids think that's hilarious still. They still ask, "Can we watch the Smurf on the roller coaster?" We went boating as a team. That was cool. I remember me and Jason and Luke were on a tube. We're riding on the tube, and we're standing up, and we're all gung-ho about doing this stuff. And my little brother's driving the boat, and he's never driven a boat before in his life, so he doesn't know how fast you're supposed to pull a tuber. And he didn't know you weren't supposed to pull us like 30 miles an hour. The images you saw there happened well before the crash, because after the first crash, that was it. I mean, he seriously whipped us around. We took that first crash, boom! And all of us came up just like our bells were rung. We were done. So another really cool thing that happened this year, taught 2 or 3 seminars live in person, which is always really fun to do. And my friend Justin Williams, we teach together at the House Flipping Formula, and he's always singing on his podcast. So I remember at one of the seminars in California, I'm like, hey, who wants to hear Justin sing? So I egged him on, and I was like, sing, sing. So I got my phone out and recorded him singing.
First I was afraid to make an offer on that house after seeing the inside.
Always a good time to get him to sing, to egg him on. He's a good sport about it. So I remember when I was preparing for the Understanding and Selling Seller Finance seminar, Jason and I did a lot of prep work. We actually went and interviewed 4 sellers that I had actually negotiated seller finance deals with, and I write checks to them still. So we went back to them after the fact and just said, hey, what was your experience? Were you glad you did it? And tell us why. And that's awesome. That's actually in the videos. That was a great experience from this year, going back and reconnecting with some of those people. I remember Mary, the person that sold me the 400 South house. She was awesome. Just reconnecting with her about her husband who passed away, Benny. He gave me one of my first seller finance opportunities. I also got to go back and see John Purdy. John Purdy. I love John Purdy. He was the guy you might remember from the North Ogden video. I went and helped him find his sprinkler while we were waiting for his wife to show up. And I said, where do you think it was? And we both got on our hands and knees and started digging around in the dirt, right? And I found it. It took me about 3 minutes. And man, what do you think he felt after he was out there for 2 hours and he couldn't find it? And I went out there, got on my hands and knees. I cared enough about him and what his problem was that I found that. Great memories, going back and talking to him. Just such a genuine guy. I love him.
I really am tickled to see that check arrive every month.
All of these people that I've negotiated seller finance with, I really do take the attitude of making it a better deal for them. And I was blessed enough to go back this year and record those videos with Jason. And some of those people I negotiated a few years ago. When you really can know the seller finance enough to sell it to them and help them understand the benefits of that, it's really a better deal for them. So that's why understanding and selling seller finance is absolutely crucial if you're going to be negotiating with private sellers. Because you can make it a win-win, but you've got to understand those things first. I mean, that seminar I taught was like packed full of just tons of good information. What I should probably do is just stop and pause and take a few breaths in between my sentences.
And reflect.
And reflect. You guys have never seen me talk this slow before, have you? I can't talk this slow. You know, we've got a few comments that people say you talk really fast. I know I talk really fast. There's the guy in the auction that goes around like, when you bid, you're like, oh, oh.
Do they do that at the county courthouse? They should.
No, they should. Oh man, if you had a county courthouse auction there, that dry attorney, we're auctioning off parcel number 1234, frequently known as 123 Easy Street, and you got the guy going, and the opening bid is for $52,561. Do we have any bidders? Ho! Ho! And $1. Ho! And then that guy goes to get you in your face. Yeah, come on, you got one. Ho! Okay, so it is Black Friday, and I know what I have to do on Black Friday, like every retailer does. I'm not a retailer. It being Black Friday, I know everybody's got these huge Black Friday sales. So we're going to do one too. 75% off any of my videos using that promo code Black Friday. You guys buy those videos, it absolutely supports us at I Love Real Estate Stories. We appreciate you guys. I hope you check them out. Hope you love it. And as always, even at the 75% off price, if you don't like it, if it was not worth the money you paid, shoot us an email. We'll give you all your money back because we always want to deliver more in value than we're taking in payment. But once again, we thank you guys for watching this stuff at I Love Real Estate Stories. You guys are the reason that we keep doing this. We appreciate you.